Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Gacha Memories, the visual novel. This game is rated T for Teen, brought to you by Looney May, who made this game of this visual novel. And yes. And we're going to conclude of Ellie's story route in progress, so yes. Previous episode was... I think it was that number. Yeah, why not? So, here we go. During those last weeks, Ellie and I had been hard at working dealing with all the anomalies on this country that we could, making use of Looney's portals in case they were too far, or simply taking our time when it was near. It was also needless to say, but we have grown incredibly closer to each other as well. Ever since the day we first started being lovers, Ellie practically refused to leave my side, only leaving me when I needed to use the bathroom. It's private! And even then, she sometimes insisted I'm not saying that, sorry! I never knew Ellie would be the very intimate type of this character, but then again, I didn't mind it. I loved it, in fact. Every second I spent with her was a time I cherished. You almost had me, but you will not get me. You're not going to make me say it out of my own mouth. Ellie's own psyche has been improving as well. I'm actually started crying on the inside with pain. With pain! She seemed more confident in our relationship and wasn't shy to demand things either. Although most of those demands were cuddles. Yay! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Because of her size, we didn't get many chances to walk around the city like a normal urban couple. Rather, we spent most of our time together rurally on fields of grass or flowers. The best part about this is that there generally is no one around, so we could get as intimate with each other as we wish. Tell that to Kami Tokisaki, and then there's Asuna, and then there's Yawane Haku, which I was fused with Vegeta when we transformed into Vegito, and then she took a very good interest liking on me, and I thought Miko V3, and I thanked her so much, and then we got closer together as a star being in Vocaloid, and now I'm part Vocaloid, and because of that, and who knows, maybe I still am, I'm not so sure. Because how am I supposed to get to know you? Yeah. Ellie really loved you, yeah, despite her size. We somehow managed to vanquish all the anomalies in this country in nearly record time, although I'm sure some of the many squads Looney hired were also responsible for some of them. Soon enough, there was only one anomaly left. One anomaly left in the world. A small, almost insignificant anomaly is all that is left of the thousands that existed before. Ellie and I were standing just near the border of its entrance. That is true, Ellie. Yeah, I'm rather surprised too, but apparently Looney had something to do with it, although I don't know exactly what she did. So we can get back to more of the cuddling. In the comment section below, virtual hugs! Virtual hugs for everyone. A great shout out to X Starlina. Thank you very much. Virtual hugs for her. Nani? She spoke in that tone. That's Ellie. That was Ellie. We took a step, crossing the border into the anomaly. Just like always, and for the last time, the perception of reality is turned upside down. It's a good thing that this is the last of them, then. Why do you think so, Ellie? It is strange. Why? Both of us stop just shy of reaching the center of this location and start scanning our surroundings. The city seems odd, like the edges beyond the border of any of the anomaly are blurry. There is also the fact that no anomaly at all is appearing. Calm down, Ellie. Back in America, not every anomaly that I came across resulted in those weird cubes appearing. And a strange one indeed. So I walk a little more. Arriving at the center of the anomaly, I take out one bug fixer. Well, let's just get this over with so we can finally relax for good. I press the button on the bug fixer. Ah! The bug fixer disintegrated in my hands! Oh my. What happened? I look towards Ellie. What? Ellie! Ellie's face is gone! Oh no, no! Her wings stopped flapping. Sure, she didn't flap them like a butterfly, but they still occasionally did. And the air, why is it so heavy? Why am I so afraid? The blade of corruption! Why is it here? My Gacha sword. I look down at my arms and sure enough it's gone. Why? Why again? I don't understand. What's going on? Stop talking to me! Ah! Why can't I think straight? Ellie, what's going on? Am I dreaming? Is this a nightmare? They say this. She's saying the same thing and it won't stop. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Summon Jume! She would be able to instantly make this nightmare stop, but it's not happening. Why isn't it working? Why? Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Ignore the madness all over you and it will be gone. I close my eyes and gradually I can hear the warped voice of my lover and the clang of steel disappearing. I will it away. I will it all away. I want to return to reality. I open my eyes again, but This is how they call it Ultimate Arkham Universe, because not everything is what it seems, because there will always be trouble. And yeah. I am holding my sword. What? And it's stained with blood. I heard a familiar and feeble voice calling out to me. I turned and looked at the ground. Ellie! There, lying in a pool of her own blood, is Ellie. Her small frame almost cut in half. Oozing from her mouth. It's... oh my... No, you did nothing, you did nothing wrong, you didn't betray me, you never betray me, Ellie! I'm going bananas here! She then closed her eyes and stopped breathing. No, Ellie, don't do this to me, don't leave me, please! No. After everything we went through together. I feel like my heart had been stabbed. Ellie lies there motionless, staring at the sky with an agonized expression, eyes devoid of any life. All the time we spent together, all the adventures, all the fun. I said it, Mao. All the happiness is gone forever. Then I see it. I'm seeing flashbacks. I snapped. I slashed. I screamed. I destroyed her. I killed the person I love the most. This is too much. Too much. I cannot stand it anymore! Ah! That is Ellie talking, and I am not responding. Wow, Ellie is talking to me, but I am not being responsive to anything. My life force is fading away fast. Still alive, but unresponsive completely. She's saying she's just a fairy. She looked up at nothing in surprise. She can go along with her self-pitying, but her other half is talking to her. So she quickly reached over to the sword in my hands and concentrate. The white Gacha sword has a bigger connection with me than the black one. So she can only use the part of her power stored in there, but I never knew the dark and the other half. I never knew the other darker half is also in love with me as well. And just like always, the monster named Soul wants to try to take over once again. He is not going to get his wish. He was this close to leave me aside that he will succeed in everything that I fought and loved for. I will... What? All numbers. Yeah, and this is the other part of Ellie, which you are not going to believe, but she kind of looks like this in her true form. You'll see it in just a second. That's her, all right. That's her real form. Standing before me in all her glory is Ellie in goddess form. Even before, when she was corrupted, I thought she was beautiful. So nothing that I have seen in that horrible nightmare was real. Now that she came to me after witnessing that horrible nightmare, I can't help but to think she is the most beautiful person I have ever seen in my life. Just hope I don't tell that to those back in HQ who are waiting for me, which will kill me, which some will kill me and some won't. Unless they come to agreements. Ellie. I throw myself in her warm arms, hugging her closer to my body and feeling her warmth. Ellie is alive! She is alive! She didn't die! She's alive! Ellie, I'm so glad. She embraces me back, her powerful aura letting out a motherly aura of comfort mixed with a loving aura of reassurance. So your love for me is as vast as the existence of numbers, infinite, never-ending. Wow. I continued to cry in her warm arms, letting her powerful aura wash over me as she gave me comfort, washing it all away, all the fear, all the pain, all the trauma from that horrible, horrible vision. Her rainbow wings flapped once. He has no power over you, I see. Soul would be S-O-L. Random numbers can't be controlled, never truly controlled. And you know what? She's right. Yeah, once again, the body snatcher is that Zamasu character from Dragon Ball Super. He is responsible for hijacking its teleportation abilities. The warmth she was giving me, I can't describe it. Religious people often talk about it, what it will be like to be held in the arms of their all-loving gods, to feel the warmth of a supreme being who loves you unconditionally. Is this what that would feel like? No, more than that. The love and warmth I can feel from Ellie's divine body, I can't describe it. So, sorry! It makes want to never let go of her, to stay like that forever in the arms of my goddess, who I love with all my heart. And who am I say to that is someone else? There isn't one. Just one. Pretty sure even a basketball player would feel tiny. Oh. She's still not surprised or shocked of my original form, which is why I have blue hair. Sometime during our embrace, I had closed my eyes and fell asleep. But when I opened them again, I was still in the arms of the beautiful goddess. A lot of, like for all eternity, as it seems. I wouldn't say it's scary, but I can agree with her. Yeah, we do have a pest to deal with, and his name is Soul. He is the one responsible for this entire mess, the one that made me saw that horrible nightmare several times, the one responsible for so many deaths all over the world. Gradually, I can feel myself getting more and more determined to end this, determined to send Soul back to his prison and leave my world alone once and for all. Ellie, I'm ready. Ellie then starts to turn into light particles, smiling warmly at me. Bad handwriting, my gosh. Ellie vanishes completely in particles of light, all of them moving towards my hand, forming my trusty partner, the Gacha sword. I see. Ellie, even when you weren't with me, you always protected me, right? The world is shifting. Soul, I'll make you pay for Ellie. I'll make sure to end this once and for all. I am floating in a space mode of nothing but light scattered all over. A place that is flatter than paper, yet right now seems just like normal space. So, yep, I'm in 2D space. I'm able to enter without being crushed and all. Really, Soul, 'cause I'm going to kick your butt again. No matter how many times you try to destroy me and all, I swear I'm going to kick your behind. You are always like that character Zamasu from Dragon Ball Super, and you've never changed quite a bit. You never had, you never will, and I realize I understand your pain from what happened because of that. The one called Soul, which is the other Soul who destroyed from what you saw, and you killed him off. And he thinks that Soul is a good thing to destroy them that is not truly divine, and he was an idiot because he thought it was correct. He made that mistake. He didn't know he made a mistake. And guess what? He did make that mistake and realized it. And now it's too late for that stupid imbecile. It made him... He created the monster that the one he truly wants to be revived. And it's this guy right here. The very one who's trying to get himself back fully revived by sacrificing millions and billions of lives so he can be fully revived and destroy the ones who are the so-called of these beings. Still observe everything on the outside world, and you saw a part of my adventure. And by the way, just like Zamasu, you are completely insane and ridiculously mad. In other words, you lost your sanity because being sealed into that coffin made you lose your sanity. For too long, you were locked away inside that coffin. For too darn long. That is not an acceptable sacrifice that he is going to have. No, no, no. He is mad because he is insane. Think of it as like Deadpool with Zamasu combined, only he is not Deadpool. He's just ridiculously insane, which means his mind is gone. His sanity has left him because he has been concealed in that coffin for too long. He is indeed insane and completely mad. Which other words, he has to go into solitary confinement for the rest of his life. For all eternity. You're not going to do that. Your ultimate goal will be denied, and it will never be granted for that wish. I'm ready for you because whatever you do, it'll be sent back tenfold on those seals. Prepare to lose. My name is not Inigo Montoya, and you did not kill my father, but prepare to die, soul. I want to say that. Bring it on! I don't care how powerful you are. You're just a wannabe dictator with an inflated ego. Ta-da! Yarn! Is that all you got? My mother moves faster than you! Really impressive, but not impressive enough. I cannot understand you. Wow. Oh! Ugh. Oh man, that hurts. I will stop you. You're still the wannabe dictator with an inflated ego. As long as I'm safe on that spot, I cannot get hit. One more hit and I'm sending you home. Game point. Whoa! Look! You are done! Put a fork in you! Eons of all that planning, and you failed because you have no power of any whatsoever. You are an imbecile and a weak-minded fool. I am not alone, and I am fighting for the sake of all my friends. Go back to the void you belong to! You don't have access to your full power. You never even had it at all. Because you don't. I've sent your resurrection back way more than just a little. So why don't you go back to your coffin and be sealed off for all eternity? And don't ever bother coming back again. If you do, I will erase you from all existence. That worthless imbecile has no idea what he's saying. Wanna be dictator with inflated ego? I think this is the first time you ever invited me to your room, Ellie. Well, until now. Nani? So suddenly? Why all of a sudden? Why all of a sudden, really? Yeah, I remember the hotel in England. Well, sure, but how is she not embarrassed? But I am. Yeah, don't mention that, please. Well, in that case, what do you want to do? Ellie flew close to me. Ellie, I missed you too. Hug you? Of course! She extended her arms towards me. Like always, whenever she wanted to cuddle, I chuckled, but I wrapped her small frame around my arms. Me too. That fight took a lot out of me, but now that I am here alone together with you, I brought it to face level, and she continued smiling at me. I want nothing more than to be with you, Ellie. Yeah, that is very passionate for me to... No way am I gonna reveal it, no. Because Gacha Memories visual novel doesn't do... That's how the visual novel game shows up, like it shows the pictures, okay? So that's how it is. Right there is what it is. And I'm not a mod. I mean, if I could try Gary's mod, and then there's that. I say I replace it with a triangle with a circle, and there! It's Gary's mod! Ellie freed herself from my grasp, flying towards the bed. She lied down on her side, looking at me with a very, very seductive expression on her face. So, that... Ellie? I slowly make way towards the surprisingly large double bed, keeping my eyes on Ellie the entire time, taking note of every single detail of her body. Yeah, there's a very big picture frame of that is picture taken. Click. Her wings glittered, sending shiny speckles of magical dust, making her have an even more alluring look to her. You know, when she transformed into that goddess form, she has like that body of Hatsune Miku, okay? So, yeah, that is how it happened. Wow! I wouldn't be surprised if she says I'm Hatsune Miku in disguise, because I wouldn't be, I would be surprised. It's not like she's gonna tell me that out loud, does she? No, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm glad it isn't her! Is it? It's just weird. In a strange, awkward thinking way that like, okay, I'm gonna go strike Ender and I'm gonna go douse my head with water in a bucket. I can't wait anymore either. I can feel my heart beating faster as I stare at her. You know, her features seemingly accentuated by the shining glitter, which is, by the point, is everywhere in the room. I'm using my fear with Michael Keaton's Batman, so I'm afraid to be in love with this. In love with Ellie. And shy, and excited, and happy at the same time. And then again, I want to run away. But there are no doors. There's windows, but it's like 100 feet in the air. I love fairy dust. I mean, hey, I'm flying! If anything, all those shining particles you make more irresistible, Ellie. I get on top of the bed. Okay, a playful mood circled between us as we giggle softly at each other because of my predatory slowness, crawling towards her as if I'm stalking prey. She just giggled harder, looking at me with loving eyes. And then I was suddenly on top of her. My arms on both sides. Ellie looked up at me with a big, happy smile on her face. Kirby Tokisaki's going to kill me! And Asuna! And some others who may be jealous. Miko V3, yes. What? Oh, yeah. I got one. Oh, yeah. Now I know who it is. Zoe Hansen. She's from Mew Mew Power. What do you expect? She gently whispered towards me, looking in my eyes to show her love, like straight into the darts. And some will give me, maybe several of them will give me the evil eye, but I'm afraid right now. Ever so gently, I lowered myself towards her while asking to take her in my hands lovingly. She didn't resist and actually melted at the contact. Well, that's true, she whispered while extending her arms toward me, a desire for affection showing her expression. Right. Who else is gonna well, at least Karai's not that jealous. I mean, she has She has the bodies of Hatsune Miku, Sailor Moon, and Dark Glitter Lucky, was now called Shadow Glitter Lucky, all in one. And she's not afraid. And then there's I'm pretty sure Yowane is like, that's fine. We're just going. We just do our thing. Yowane Haku. I'm not sure about the. Yeah, I'm gonna. But when this episode's over, I'm going to run like I'm not in a coma. Of course, Ellie. I'll always do my best to make you happy. Well, she wants to feel my love, and I want to feel her love for her as you desire. Or should I say, as Wesley would say, as you wish. Well, we meet once again. Ellie still occasionally had nightmares and still occasionally had crises of self-doubt or of guilt, often breaking out in apologies. But I always made sure to let her know how much I love her, and always supported and helped her through those crises, the scars left from a trauma. Previously, she tried to be mean and often denied my affections, but now that we finally accepted our love for each other, Ellie is much more docile, sometimes downright sweet with how she treated me. That isn't to say she wouldn't occasionally break out a jab or two, but those were mostly for happiness anyway. What matters most is that we are together, and such we will remain forever. Ellie, I love you too. My beautiful, wonderful. In a passionate night, an exchange of vows that knew not the difference in species, no, not the difference in size, nor the difference between mortal and divine. We just knew one thing. We love each other. And I promised to myself that I'll always love and protect her. To make her happy is what I wish for the most. So Ellie is talking to Looney and Mitsuko about this. She was spending her time dancing in the gardens, huh? She, well, yeah, blushed at your words and you gave her a smile. You have no idea, do you, Ellie? I mean, you are not that unlovable person. You are always lovable. She's saying, what do you mean? Getting married, huh? For immortal beings is a very important thing, especially with it, if it is with mortal people. Hmm. Even though a star being like me would outlive for that many, it couldn't live that many years, but I would say about the lifespan of somewhat of a Saiyans. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you'll find that answer soon enough, Ellie. They let you go after a while, but it still didn't make the red in your face go away, huh? They're not weird! Oh, that's right. Bet you, dude, you had enough of the past haunting you, and now you just want to move forward. And that is what I want to see. And what better way to start it than here? And I do believe this is a good stopping point from here on out. And don't you worry, we're going to continue to pick up from where we left off, and I think I might be doing Looney's route if you want to know, but you'll see what I know, but Looney's route is just, I didn't know Ellie is kind of that close to Looney's route, but still, it's different, okay? So I'm going to have to go back in time and go to that anchor point to reset and start off with Looney's route and see how that feels like, and you get the idea. This is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your friendly neighborhood Master Chief, who takes chances making mistakes and getting messy like peanut butter and chocolate or breakfast for dinner. When the going gets tough, the job gets it done for a breath of fresh air. And your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Like I said, this game is this is rated T for T, and this is Alliance Teen. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. If I might do Kugari's route, I'm not so sure. And see you guys next time for more of Gacha Memories, the visual novel. I'm going to hit the reset button, go back to the anchor point, go hide under a rock. And yes, status quo, whack me behind the back of my head. Thank you very much. Cut print, moving on.